Ever pondered over the intricacies of configuring a Fortigate firewall? Well, wonder no more as today unraveling this mystery is on the agenda. Embarking on this journey requires a bit of background knowledge. Fortigate firewalls created by Fortigate are industry-leading devices that provide comprehensive threat protection. They are used to secure networks, detect intrusions, filter web content, and control external access. Phase 1 involves setting up the hardware. Connect the Fortigate firewall to your network. Make sure the Ethernet cable connects your Fortigate device to your network switch or router, and the console cable connects to your computer. Phase 2 delves into the initial setup. Access the device via the console port using a terminal emulator like PuTTY. The default username is admin with no password. It's crucial to change these credentials immediately for security purposes. Next in Phase 3 comes the IP configuration. Use the config system interface command to set the IP address of the internal interface, which connects to your local network, and the external interface, which connects to the internet. Phase 4 involves setting up a default route. This route tells the firewall where to send traffic that's not destined for the local network. Use the config router static command to add this route. Phase 5 revolves around creating policies. A policy in a Fortigate firewall defines how traffic moves between interfaces and what services are allowed. Use the config firewall policy command to create policies. Phase 6 focuses on testing the configuration. Ping from the internal network to the internet. If it's successful, it means the firewall is correctly routing traffic. And finally, Phase 7 is about maintaining the firewall. Regularly update the firmware and review the logs to keep the firewall in top shape. To summarize, configuring a Fortigate firewall involves 7 key steps. First, set up the hardware. Second, perform the initial setup and change the default credentials. Third, configure the IP addresses of the internal and external interfaces. Fourth, set up a default route. Fifth, create policies that define traffic rules. Sixth, test the configuration to ensure correct routing. And seventh, maintain the firewall by updating the firmware and reviewing logs. Understanding these steps is like holding the keys to a powerful fortress. And remember, a well-configured firewall is a formidable line of defense in the world of cybersecurity. Keep exploring, keep learning, and most importantly, stay secure.